let's talk about healing the broken male lineage. See, the reason so many men struggle with their emotions or how to be as a man in the modern age is because of the broken lineage they were handed down by our ancestors, right? We weren't shown mostly by our fathers how to be present with our emotions and how to communicate them effectively. We weren't shown what it is to be a man because we lacked collectively rites of passage into manhood. It is the role of a father to lead his son away from the mother into the embodiment of a man. And if our fathers weren't emotionally present or physically present for us as boys, as we were adolescents, then we didn't receive what we needed to learn how to be a man. So what we have now is many men in their 30s and 40s suddenly realizing that they are boys in men's bodies. And what I mean by that is the boy who never had his emotions honored, who never learned how to authentically express himself in a way that was accepted by another man. So in order for us to heal and become fully whole as men, we must look to our relationship with our Father. Where was our father disconnected from himself emotionally and therefore disconnected from us? Where was our father unable to meet us in what we were experiencing because he was unable to meet himself in what he was experiencing, right? So what we carry within ourselves as men today is the collective shame of man. And what I'm talking about here is the tyranny of men before us, right? The men that took what they wanted, the greed that encapsulated the male spirit for so long that has created all of the destruction in our world today. And it's no wonder the world is disillusioned with men, right? Because the lineage that we have is so destructive, so greedy, so self-centered in its aim. Right? More. The lineage of colony, right? To go and take what I want, what I need, what I deserve, right? The tyranny of man. And the tyranny of man is a result of the uninitiated boy who never got his needs met by his mother and father and was never shown how to be grounded in his emotion, how to feel his emotions in a healthy way and then communicate them effectively. A man rooted in love and not fear. And so the task that we face together as men today is to learn to see the truth of our past and become empathic and gentle with ourselves in understanding that we didn't have a good model to be a well-rounded whole man in this modern day. And so we've got to learn as adults how to be men. And that's why it's so challenging, right? Because we're never given the blueprint on how to be with our emotions, how to be embodied, i.e. to live within our body as a man, to feel what we feel in a grounded, calm, centered way. And so if you're a man who's living with shame, who projects his anger out at those that he loves, who feels overwhelmed constantly, feels like he has to numb out all the time just to cope, then it's because of your lineage. And that's not a get away with it card. Well, it's just because of my lineage. That's so that you can understand that you're operating on outdated programs and you need an upgrade. You need to become the leader of your own life. And that means to face all of your fears. It means to face all of the broken lineage of your father and his father. And so it goes all the way back. To create a new experience within your body, within your being. To become a leader of your life that shows the ancestors of old who men truly are, who the new man truly is. And so I really want to invite you into softness with yourself, because if you're tough on yourself, as we all are as men, for not showing up, for not hitting the mark, for not being the man that we really intend to be, I want to invite you in to learn to be more gentle with yourself, to forgive yourself, and then take action to change it. right? But continuing to shame yourself and be hard on yourself and internalize your anger and take it out on yourself is not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to keep you going round and round in circles. So we have to understand the bigger picture, that this is what we've been handed down. Okay, this is not of my own making. I didn't choose this, but it is of my choosing now to change this. I am not a victim of my lineage. I am the changer of my lineage. I am the empowered new man of the world who leads from his heart, from a place of strength, integrity, wisdom, clarity, and love. And so the first step in your journey to break the male lineage that you've been handed down is to learn to love yourself. As I say, to be soft and gentle and to take your time with connecting to what it is you need, and then to respond to yourself in those needs with compassion and love. Because the amount that you love yourself will be the amount that you're able to love those in your personal space and the world at large. And the men of before didn't love themselves. They loved acquisition because they were operating from the wounds of the boy, the uninitiated boy, the boy who didn't know how to be a man, i.e. to feel his emotions in a healthy, safe, contained way. If you like this video and you're connecting to something within it, follow along, give it a like, drop a comment, hit me up on Instagram, ewan.callit. And if you want to connect, just send me a message. I'd love to connect with you on this or anything else that is going to help you move forward as the man that you are claiming you desire to be. Peace.